Hello, this is Burton. I thought I would record a chapter or two out of the book so that you and I could have a little talk, and perhaps if you're on the edge of deciding if you want to start a weight loss program or just get in some better shape and stick around on this planet a little bit longer, maybe this might be the tipping point that gets you to finally take action. I also wanted you to know that there's somebody on the other side of this computer. I know you're sitting at home, you're looking at your computer, and I'm sitting here obviously talking into mine. But the whole idea of this program is that I lay out as much as I can in the book format and put in the diets and things like that. So you have all the structure there. But also that you have my personal email to ask questions and get your support, and that this kind of audio thing that I'm doing right now is indicative of how I'm here to help you as you go along. So with that, let's read a little bit of what I wrote. So sit down, get comfy, and you and I are going to share a couple minutes here. I thought I would hit on motivation because that's really what sticks a lot of people. So the question before you begin any great adventure or task in life should be, why am I doing this? It may seem silly, but think about it. Why do you want to go to the gym? Why do you want to lose weight? There's many reasons to take the time to think about this. No single motivation is better than the other, but you have to know what drives you and why you're doing it. For example, is the fact that you want to lose weight and stay healthy so that you can be around to play with your kids for a long time any better than simply wanting to look sexy and buff so you can find a mate? No. Whatever your reason is your reason, and that's what's going to get you to go to the gym. You have to figure out your drive. A person with a plan and an intense desire is unstoppable. If you don't know why you're doing something, any reason is a good reason to stop. There's a saying that says, if a man knows not what harbor he seeks, any wind is the right wind. There's another saying that says, no ocean was ever crossed by merely looking at the water. See, so we have to have a desire to do something, and then we have to take action and get it done. Now, sometimes you can get stopped. I'm totally ranting off the chapter here, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Sometimes we get stopped because we simply don't have enough information. That's no longer a factor for you. You're going to have everything you need here. Okay, back to the book. Some say they don't have the genetics and that they have had 2 kids, or they are busy and don't have the time, and blah, 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 whatever. I say quit making excuses. The world is full of sympathetic ears, but I'm not going to do you any favors by being one of them. Excuses fall on deaf ears to the successful. Think about that. An excuse is just a way of tapping out and not actually achieving your goal. Excuses fall on deaf ears to the successful. I've worked with some folks, and they're in pretty rough shape. You name it, and I've trained it. Car accidents, knee surgeries, heart attacks, depression, C-sections, the list goes on and on. Some of these folks have trained with me for a few months, going through the motions and what seems to be a fruitless effort, and I wonder if I'm wasting their time as well as mine. But then it happens. Without the coddling and without the sympathetic ear that they're used to, they realize that the future and their results are in their hands. A change of life can only be brought about by their hard work and an intense desire to do so. See, you're not going to get in shape just because you want to. I have the knowledge, but you have to do the work. That includes home and at the gym. So while I'm training someone, and all of a sudden it happens, it turns around. Without any foreshadowing. I wait out each session patiently until it happens, and then nothing extraordinary happens. Nothing huge takes place. It's the same person, same type of day, who went to the same job as the day before, but now they're a little bit different. So why? What's happened? Well, they figured out the reason. The reason that they are working out and are now focusing the old energy that they used to make excuses with, but now they're using it to change and better themselves. See, anything worth doing is worth doing well. Don't go half-assed. You won't accomplish anything at all. Go play ping pong or something, but don't lie to yourself and pretend you're working out hard and then become frustrated for not making any progress. Figure out how to do it, and then go do it with 100%. And if you're not going to do it with 100%, figure out why. Figure out why you don't want to do this, figure out why you would like to do this, and really hit on why you want to do this. Develop a desire, figure out how to do it, and get at it. So it's really important to take some time and ask yourself these difficult questions. What drives you? How bad do I want it? What do I need to do to change? Only when you come to grips with these questions will you be ready to give it your all and make the body and lifestyle that you've always wanted. One thing I want to make clear is whatever body and lifestyle you want, you can have. Seriously. Whatever you want, you can have, as long as you learn how it's done and then go and do it. That's huge. It's really huge. It's all well and good to preach it. It's all well and good to preach but how do you use this information? Well, first of all, you don't just listen to this and get fired up and then forget it. Here's what you need to figure out. Think, what is compelling you to want to hit the gym? Health, sex appeal, confidence. No reason's a bad reason. It's a very personal thing. But the reason you go determines what method you should take to get the best results. A power lifter shouldn't train like a tennis player, and for health, you don't need to be at the gym every day. There's just different methods of training. And in this program, I'm going to address both. Like, some people want to put on more muscle and burn off fat. Some people just want to lose weight. The routines, the information is there for both groups of people, okay? So back to the chapter. Don't waste time on any method that will not bring you closer to your goal. Quit reading 16 different sources of information and then not sticking to one. Pick one source, one respected source. I'm not saying I'm that person. I will be that person if you allow me to be. But pick one source and then stick with it and follow it all the way through. And make sure it's orientated towards your goal. If you want to burn fat, build some muscle, or simply lose some weight and get in shape and feel healthy, this could be one method that you would want to entertain. Then you want to know, how important is this to me? You're going to run into all kinds of opposition when you take up the gym and working out in a fitness lifestyle. Friends will want to party and spouses will want to go out for treats. This is just the way life works. Once you determine the level of importance that this new hobby and lifestyle has for you, a decision can be made as to how devoted you would like to be. Your level of devotion determines your success to failure ratio. The more serious you get, the quicker you will achieve your goals. Set deadlines and stick to them. You need an agenda or you will not feel a sense of urgency and importance. Now, here's what I mean about determine the level of importance that this has for you. If you just kind of want to lose some weight, and just have it kind of fill into your lifestyle, well then, like if you go out to a party or whatever and somebody offers you a cookie, you can say, well, I've been eating okay and I've been doing all right, so I'm going to have this cookie because I just want to do it over the long haul, and so that's a perfectly acceptable approach. Everybody's different. However, if you've decided that I'm going to Mexico in 2 months and I want to look awesome and this means a great deal to me, or I want to fit into a certain wedding dress, for example, or New Year's Eve or anything like that, and it needs to be done in this amount of time, well then you don't have room for that error, for variance. Your level of devotion at this point gets cranked up a notch, and then the amount of attention you're going to give to this will exclude all those little distractions. So you can take it at whatever level you want. You can get it done fast with supreme dedication, or you can take it easy and go long term. It's all personal. The bottom line is that you're happy during the process and that you will reach your goal eventually, and know that it will happen, because it will. The other thing you want to know is, what should I be doing that I'm not? I get letters all the time from the Ask Great Questions part on the buildingbodies.ca site. People will say, give me some tips to lose weight. And I look at it and I want to help, but they haven't asked for anything. They've said, basically, I want to be rich, or I want to have kids. And so I'm sitting there going, okay, well, you want to be rich? Well, are you